this is Chuck Oliver. Welcome to this week's Hidden Wealth Solution Review. Well, as we celebrate our country's freedom and our independence, I want to talk to you about, as I'm reminded each year, but not this being kind of an outlier year because of all the hurdles that we're facing. Those of us typically 50 to 80, right, trying to figure out what in the world we can do to have freedom financially with all this uncertainty, as well as independence as it relates to the IRS. And I want to teach you can have both. In fact, I'm going to refer you to my new 21st Century Retirement, where we take on these two key areas that people are really setting out to do as their aspired goals, right? Financial freedom and independence from the IRS. I'll teach you how to have both at retirementprotected.com. But here's why this is important. You know, article after article, and with all these hurdles, the unexpected, right, the resurgence of the virus, the unknown outcome of this year's election, all the stimulus that we put back that's only going to create larger taxes than the higher taxes we were facing in the future anyway, and now with this resurgence in cities closing back down, and with people now unfortunately going from unemployed to employed to back to unemployed, folks, if you look at what drives this economy, it's consumption, and with now still over 30 million people out of work that may quickly get back to 47 million people out of work, we are facing a bear rally. This is a head fake, folks. Don't lose your financial freedom. Don't have to restrict or reduce or possibly ruin your retirement because of getting caught off guard. And I'll teach you how to have a safe and secure retirement. In fact, I'll even gift you one of my complimentary ebook, electronic versions of my book, The Baby Boomer Retirement Breakthrough, The Unfair Advantage to a Safe and Secure Retirement. And I'll be teaching at that retirementprotected.com this coming Tuesday. And even though it's complimentary, I've even added space because the spaces fill up really quick. And we work and have been working with clients now for over 22 years remotely and have them all over the country. So be sure while you're thinking about it, as I explain, to reserve your spot before the spaces fill up and you don't get your preferred time. Well, CCN was an article that had a buckle up. The stock market's terrible week flirts with a correction. The market's 5% decline that ended last week signals trouble ahead as cases continue to spike in the U.S., folks. Think about it. The market lost 5% last week. If you saw it, we had two major 700-point down swings that's just now become the new normal. This was a Citi article. Most pros believe the next 20% market move will be down. In fact, 70% of assets managers are expecting a major correction. Now, think about this. The economic picture has been gradually improving. However, with this greater spending and investment, not sure, as this U.S. chief economist with Oxford Economics says, but the situation is evolving differently very rapidly, much more rapidly than we could have ever been accustomed to. And we're starting to see worrisome signs of a stalling in economic activity due to renewed rise in cases. See, Nationwide had a really interesting survey done with their Retirement Institute. COVID-19 has many Americans reevaluating their retirement plans. I've talked to many of you, your friends and neighbors all around this country, and you're concerned about your retirement, not being able to take another major 20-30% hit and not being able to pay 30-40% in tax rates. I want to teach you what you can do. Roughly 2 in 5 Americans say COVID-19 pandemic has impacted their retirement plans by having to retire later than planned, not being able to retire, or being forced to retire, folks. And this has caused a lot of heightened uncertainty and obviously complexity for people to try to figure this thing out. Where's a safe place to go? I'll teach you this Tuesday how to have upside with no downside, how to be grateful to lock in these rapid recovery gains before they go away and disappear again. You know, according to a 2019 tax efficient retirement income survey conducted by a Harris poll by the Nationwide Retirement Institute, for adults 50 and over, currently retired or currently looking to retire within the next 10 years, a third of the current retirees did not consider how taxes would affect their retirement income. As a result, many expressed regret. In fact, over a third expressed regret, reporting they wish they had been better prepared for paying taxes in retirement. The survey found 2 in 5 retirees are terrified of taxes. Folks, gain financial freedom. Declare your independence from the IRS. Go to retirementprotected.com. That's retirementprotected.com. Folks, let's get to work. Believe in better. You've worked hard for your money. Learn how to protect it. Financial freedom. Imagine financial peace of mind. More time, more money, more time with family, less tax. Learn what I'll teach you this coming Tuesday that the wealthy do to have more, spend more, and leave more. Retirementprotected.com, retirementprotected.com.